Imagine standing in the shadow of a towering medieval cathedral, its spires piercing the heavens, its walls whispering secrets from centuries past. What if I told you that these sacred structures, often seen as symbols of faith and artistry, hold mysteries that defy explanation? From eerie carvings to relics shrouded in legend, medieval cathedrals are more than just architectural wonders. They are treasure troves of the unexplained. In this video, we'll uncover 25 of the most baffling phenomena hidden within these ancient walls. Each one is a puzzle waiting to be solved, a story waiting to be told. So, are you ready to step into the shadows of history and explore the secrets that have puzzled scholars, historians, and visitors for generations? Stay with us, because by the end of this journey, you'll see these cathedrals in a whole new light, not just as monuments of stone, but as gateways to the unknown. Now, let's step into the heart of one of the most fascinating acoustic marvels in the world, the Whispering Gallery of St. Paul's Cathedral in London. Picture this: you're standing on one side of a massive dome, and someone whispers a message from the opposite side. Incredibly, you can hear every word as clearly as if they were standing right next to you. This isn't magic, it's science, but it's so extraordinary that it feels like a mystery waiting to be unraveled. The secret lies in the unique curvature of the dome, which acts like a giant sound mirror, reflecting whispers along its surface. This phenomenon has baffled visitors for centuries, and even today, it's a source of wonder and curiosity. But the Whispering Gallery isn't just a scientific oddity, it's a piece of history. Built in the late 17th century as part of Sir Christopher Wren's grand design, it was a testament to the ingenuity of its time. Yet, despite our modern understanding of acoustics, there's something about standing in that gallery, hearing a whisper travel across the void, that feels almost otherworldly. It's a reminder that even in the most studied places, there's still room for awe and mystery. So, what do you think? Is it the science, the history, or the sheer magic of the experience that makes the Whispering Gallery so unforgettable? Let's keep exploring, because the next phenomenon is just as intriguing. Now, let's journey from the echoing whispers of St. Paul's to the quiet, enigmatic presence of the Black Madonna of Chartres Cathedral. This mysterious statue, with its dark, almost shadowy complexion, has captivated pilgrims and scholars alike for centuries. But what makes this Madonna so unique? The origins of the statue are shrouded in mystery, with some historians suggesting it dates back to the early medieval period, while others believe it may have been inspired by even older traditions. The most striking feature, of course, is its dark color. Some theories propose that the statue's hue comes from centuries of candle smoke and soot, while others argue it was intentionally crafted this way to symbolize the universality of the divine, transcending race and culture. For many pilgrims, the Black Madonna is more than just a statue. It's a powerful spiritual symbol. She is often associated with miracles, healing, and protection, drawing countless visitors who seek solace and inspiration. Chartres Cathedral itself, with its towering spires and intricate stained glass, serves as the perfect backdrop for this enigmatic figure, adding to the sense of awe and reverence. Whether you see her as a historical artifact, a work of art, or a divine presence, the Black Madonna of Chartres continues to inspire wonder and devotion. And as we move forward, the mysteries only deepen. Next, we'll explore the labyrinth beneath her feet, a puzzle that has fascinated visitors for generations. Beneath the gaze of the Black Madonna lies another marvel of Chartres Cathedral, a labyrinth intricately woven into the very floor of the nave. This ancient design, stretching over 40 feet in diameter, is one of the few medieval labyrinths still intact today. Unlike the mazes we might imagine, this labyrinth is unicursal, meaning it has a single, winding path leading to the center. But what was its purpose? For medieval pilgrims, walking the labyrinth was a spiritual journey, a symbolic pilgrimage to Jerusalem for those who couldn't make the actual voyage. Some scholars believe it was used in rituals, perhaps as a form of meditation or penance, where the act of walking the path mirrored the soul's journey toward salvation. Others suggest it may have been a teaching tool, helping to convey complex theological ideas through its design. The Labyrinth Center, often referred to as the New Jerusalem, was seen as a place of divine encounter. Today, visitors are drawn to its mystery, walking its path in quiet reflection or simply marveling at its geometric perfection. Whether viewed as a sacred symbol, a medieval puzzle, or a work of art, the Labyrinth of Chartres continues to captivate, offering a tangible connection to the spiritual world of the Middle Ages. And as we step away from this ancient path, our journey takes us next to the enigmatic carvings of Rosslyn Chapel, where nature and mystery intertwine in the form of the Green Man. As we leave the Labyrinth of Chartres behind, our exploration now takes us to the hauntingly beautiful Rosslyn Chapel, where the walls seem to whisper secrets of the past. Among its many enigmatic carvings, one figure stands out: the Green Man. This mysterious face, surrounded by lush foliage, appears throughout the chapel, peering out from stone corners and arches. But who or what is the Green Man? The Green Man is a symbol deeply rooted in ancient pagan traditions, often associated with nature, rebirth, and the cycles of life. His face, entwined with leaves and vines, represents the enduring connection between humanity and the natural world. Some historians believe the Green Man was a remnant of pre-Christian beliefs, a nod to the old gods of the forest and the earth. Yet here he is, carved into the very fabric of a Christian chapel. Why would such a figure find a place in a sacred Christian space? One theory suggests that the Green Man was a way for medieval builders to bridge the gap between old and new beliefs, incorporating familiar symbols to ease the transition from paganism to Christianity. Others argue that the Green Man served as a reminder of God's creation, a celebration of the natural world as a divine gift. Whatever the reason, his presence in Rosslyn Chapel is both striking and thought-provoking. The carvings themselves are masterpieces of medieval artistry, each one unique in its expression. Some green men appear serene, almost contemplative, while others seem wild and untamed, as if embodying the untamed forces of nature. This duality adds to the mystery, inviting us to ponder the deeper meanings behind these faces. Were they meant to inspire awe, to teach a lesson, or perhaps to guard the chapel itself? Today, the Green Man continues to fascinate visitors, drawing them into a world where nature and spirituality intertwine. His presence in Rosslyn Chapel is a testament to the complex tapestry of medieval belief, where ancient traditions and Christian teachings coexisted in surprising harmony. As we move forward in our journey, the Green Man reminds us that even in the most sacred spaces, the echoes of the past are never far away. And with that, we turn our attention to another mysterious portal, the Devil's Door at Lincoln Cathedral, where legends of the supernatural come alive. Now, as we step away from the leafy whispers of the Green Man, our journey brings us to the imposing Lincoln Cathedral, where a peculiar doorway has sparked tales of the supernatural for centuries. Known as the Devil's Door, this architectural feature is steeped in eerie folklore and has long been a source of intrigue and speculation. The legend of the Devil's Door tells of a time when the devil himself was said to have entered the cathedral through this very portal. According to the story, the devil was so enraged by the beauty and sanctity of the cathedral that he unleashed a powerful storm, attempting to destroy it. In his fury, he is said to have hurled a massive stone at the building, which missed its mark and landed nearby. That stone, known as the Lincoln Imp, is now a famous feature of the cathedral, and the doorway through which the devil entered became known as the Devil's Door. But beyond the legend, the Devil's Door is also a fascinating example of medieval architecture. Unlike most cathedral entrances, this doorway is unusually narrow and set at an odd angle, leading some to wonder if it was intentionally designed to serve a specific purpose. Some historians suggest it may have been used for ceremonial processions or as a symbolic entrance for penitents, while others believe it was simply a practical solution to the cathedral's complex layout. The folklore surrounding the Devil's Door has only grown over time, with many visitors claiming to feel an unsettling presence near the doorway. Some even say that on quiet nights, faint whispers or footsteps can be heard echoing through the stone passage. Whether these stories are born of imagination or something more, they add to the mystique of this ancient structure. What makes the Devil's Door particularly intriguing is how it blurs the line between myth and reality. The doorway's unusual design and the legends tied to it remind us that medieval cathedrals were not just places of worship, but also repositories of stories that captured the fears and imaginations of the people who built and used them. As we leave the Devil's Door behind, our exploration continues, taking us next to the relic of the Holy Blood in Bruges Cathedral, where faith and mystery intertwine in a tale that has captivated pilgrims for centuries. Now, as we move from the eerie legends of Lincoln Cathedral, our journey takes us to the heart of Bruges, where faith and mystery converge in the form of a sacred relic. Nestled within the walls of Bruges Cathedral lies the venerated relic of the Holy Blood, a treasure that has inspired devotion, debate, and awe for centuries. The Holy Blood of Bruges is said to be a vial containing a few drops of blood believed to have been collected from the body of Jesus Christ after his crucifixion. According to tradition, the relic was brought to Bruges in the 12th century by Thierry of Alsace, Count of Flanders, following his return from the Second Crusade. The story goes that Thierry received the relic as a gift from the Patriarch of Jerusalem, who claimed it had been preserved since the time of Christ. However, the origins of the Holy Blood have long been a subject of debate. Skeptics argue that the relic's history is shrouded in uncertainty, with no definitive proof of its authenticity. Some historians suggest it may have been a medieval forgery, created to bolster the spiritual prestige of Bruges and attract pilgrims. Others point to the lack of early documentation, noting that the relic's prominence only grew centuries after its supposed arrival. Despite these questions, the Holy Blood has become a central symbol of faith for countless believers. Each year on Ascension Day, the city of Bruges comes alive with the procession of the Holy Blood, a vibrant and deeply symbolic event that dates back to the 13th century. During the procession, the relic is carried through the streets in an ornate golden shrine, accompanied by elaborate reenactments of biblical scenes, costumed participants, and solemn prayers. The event draws thousands of pilgrims and spectators, transforming the city into a living tapestry of devotion and tradition. The relic itself is housed in a stunning chapel within Bruges Cathedral, where it is displayed for veneration. The chapel's intricate design, with its gilded decorations and stained glass windows, reflects the reverence with which the Holy Blood is regarded. For many, the relic is not just a historical artifact but a tangible connection to the divine, a source of spiritual comfort and inspiration. What makes the Holy Blood of Bruges so compelling is the way it bridges the gap between history and faith. Whether viewed as a genuine relic or a powerful symbol, it continues to captivate the hearts and minds of those who encounter it. As we leave Bruges behind, our exploration of medieval mysteries leads us next to the crypt of Canterbury Cathedral, where ancient relics and ghostly tales await. Now, as we step away from the vibrant streets of Bruges, our journey takes us to the shadowy depths of Canterbury Cathedral, where history and mystery intertwine beneath its ancient stones. The crypt of Canterbury Cathedral is not just the oldest part of the structure, but also one of the most enigmatic, a place where the past seems to linger in every corner. Dating back to the 11th century, the crypt is a masterpiece of Norman architecture, with its low, vaulted ceilings and thick stone pillars creating an atmosphere that feels both sacred and unsettling. This underground sanctuary was originally built as a place of worship and reflection, but over the centuries it has become a repository of relics and a focal point for tales of the supernatural. Among the treasures housed in the crypt is the shrine of St. Thomas Becket, the archbishop who was famously martyred within the cathedral in the year 1170. Although his shrine was destroyed during the Reformation, fragments of it remain, and the crypt still holds an aura of reverence and mystery. Pilgrims once flocked here to pay homage to Becket, seeking healing and spiritual solace. Today, visitors often speak of a palpable sense of history, as if the echoes of their footsteps mingle with those of the countless souls who came before them. But it's not just the relics that draw people to the crypt. Over the years, there have been numerous reports of ghostly sightings and unexplained phenomena. Some visitors claim to have seen shadowy figures moving silently among the pillars, while others speak of sudden drops in temperature or the feeling of being watched. One of the most enduring legends tells of a spectral monk who is said to appear near the crypt's altar, his face obscured by a hood, as if keeping a silent vigil over the sacred space. The crypt's eerie atmosphere is further heightened by its dim lighting and the faint sound of dripping water, which adds to the sense of stepping into another world. For many, it's a place where the boundary between the past and the present feels unnervingly thin, a reminder of the cathedral's long and often turbulent history. As we leave the crypt behind, our exploration of medieval mysteries continues, leading us next to the celestial wonders of Chartres Cathedral, where the Zodiac window awaits. This stunning masterpiece of stained glass offers a glimpse into the medieval fascination with the cosmos, blending art, science, and spirituality in a way that continues to captivate visitors to this day. Shifting our gaze from the shadowy depths of Canterbury, we ascend into the luminous heights of Chartres Cathedral, where light and mystery converge in one of the most breathtaking features of medieval art, the Zodiac window. This stunning masterpiece of stained glass is not just a visual marvel, but also a window into the medieval mind, where art, science, and spirituality were deeply intertwined. The Zodiac window, created in the early 13th century, is a dazzling display of color and craftsmanship. At its heart lies a circular design featuring the 12 signs of the zodiac, each depicted with intricate detail. Surrounding these symbols are scenes of agricultural labor, reflecting the medieval belief in the connection between the heavens and the rhythms of earthly life. For the people of the Middle Ages, the zodiac was more than just a decorative motif. It was a map of the cosmos, a way to understand the divine order of the universe. Each zodiac sign is paired with a corresponding labor of the month, creating a harmonious blend of celestial and terrestrial imagery. For example, the sign of Aries, representing spring, is accompanied by a scene of a farmer tending to his fields, while Capricorn, associated with winter, is linked to the slaughtering of livestock. This pairing reflects the medieval worldview, where the movements of the stars were believed to influence every aspect of life, from the changing seasons to the daily tasks of survival. But the zodiac window is more than just a reflection of medieval cosmology. It's also a testament to the skill and ingenuity of its creators. The vibrant blues, reds, and greens of the glass were achieved through techniques that remain a mystery to modern artisans. The window's intricate details, from the delicate folds of clothing to the expressive faces of the figures, reveal a level of artistry that continues to inspire awe. What makes the zodiac window particularly fascinating is its enduring relevance. While modern science has reshaped our understanding of the cosmos, the window's beauty and symbolism still resonate with viewers today. It invites us to ponder the timeless human desire to find meaning in the stars and to connect the celestial with the everyday. As we step away from the radiant glow of the zodiac window, our journey through the mysteries of medieval cathedrals continues, leading us next to the enigmatic carvings of Rosslyn Chapel, where stone whispers secrets of the past. Now, as we leave the celestial wonders of Chartres behind, we turn our attention to a relic shrouded in both reverence and mystery, the Veil of Veronica, housed within the grandeur of St. Peter's Basilica. This sacred cloth is said to bear the miraculous imprint of Christ's face, a haunting reminder of his suffering and a powerful symbol of faith for countless believers across the centuries. The story of the Veil of Veronica originates from a medieval legend. According to tradition, as Jesus carried his cross to Calvary, a compassionate woman named Veronica stepped forward to wipe the sweat and blood from his face. In that moment of kindness, the image of Christ's visage was miraculously transferred onto her veil. This tale, though not found in the Bible, became a cornerstone of medieval devotion, inspiring pilgrims and artists alike. The Veil of Veronica quickly became one of the most venerated relics in Christendom. By the Middle Ages, it was believed to possess miraculous powers, capable of healing the sick and offering spiritual solace to those who gazed upon it. Pilgrims flocked to St. Peter's Basilica, where the veil was displayed during special ceremonies, hoping to catch a glimpse of the holy image and receive its blessings. However, the authenticity of the Veil of Veronica has long been a subject of debate. Scholars and skeptics have questioned whether the relic is truly the original cloth from the Passion of Christ or a later creation meant to inspire devotion. Some suggest it could be a medieval forgery, crafted to meet the growing demand for holy relics during a time when such objects held immense spiritual and political significance. Despite these controversies, the Veil of Veronica remains a powerful symbol of medieval piety. Its image has been replicated in countless artworks, from illuminated manuscripts to stained glass windows, each capturing the profound emotional impact of Christ's suffering. For medieval Christians, the veil was more than just a relic. It was a tangible connection to the divine, a reminder of Christ's humanity and sacrifice. As we reflect on the enduring legacy of the Veil of Veronica, we are reminded of the ways in which medieval believers sought to bridge the gap between the earthly and the divine. This relic, whether authentic or not, continues to inspire awe and devotion, a testament to the enduring power of faith and the human desire to touch the sacred. Our journey through the mysteries of medieval cathedrals now takes us to the heart of Spain, where the Holy Grail of Valencia Cathedral awaits, promising yet another chapter in the tapestry of sacred relics and their enigmatic histories. Now, as we step into the hallowed halls of Valencia Cathedral, we find ourselves face to face with one of the most legendary relics in Christian history, the Holy Grail. This sacred chalice, said to have been used by Jesus during the Last Supper, has captivated the imaginations of believers, scholars, and treasure hunters for centuries. But is the chalice housed in Valencia truly the Holy Grail, or is it another piece of the intricate puzzle of medieval devotion? The story of the Holy Grail begins with the Last Supper, where Jesus shared bread and wine with his disciples, establishing the sacrament of the Eucharist. According to tradition, the cup used during this sacred meal became a vessel of immense spiritual power, later sought by knights and adventurers in countless legends. The Grail became a symbol of divine grace, purity, and the ultimate quest for spiritual enlightenment. The chalice in Valencia Cathedral, known as the Santo Cáliz, has a fascinating history that traces back to early Christian times. It is believed to have been brought to Spain by Saint Peter himself, who entrusted it to the care of the early Christian community. Over the centuries, the chalice passed through various hands, surviving invasions, wars, and the passage of time. By the Middle Ages, it had found its way to Valencia, where it was enshrined as a sacred relic. But what makes this chalice stand out as a potential candidate for the Holy Grail? Scholars point to its age and craftsmanship as key pieces of evidence. The Santo Cáliz is made of agate, a material commonly used in the ancient Near East, and its design aligns with the type of cup that would have been used during the time of Jesus. Additionally, historical records from the Middle Ages describe the chalice as a revered object, further bolstering its claim to authenticity. Of course, the Holy Grail is not without its skeptics. Some argue that the chalice in Valencia is one of many contenders, as several churches across Europe claim to possess the true Grail. Others suggest that the Grail may be more of a symbolic object than a physical one, representing the eternal quest for spiritual fulfillment rather than a tangible relic. Despite these debates, the Santo Chalice holds immense significance in medieval lore. For the faithful, it is a tangible connection to the life and teachings of Jesus, a relic that embodies the mystery and power of the divine. Its presence in Valencia Cathedral has drawn pilgrims from around the world, each seeking to experience the spiritual aura of this legendary object. As we contemplate the enduring allure of the Holy Grail, we are reminded of the ways in which medieval believers sought to connect with the sacred through relics and symbols. Whether the chalice in Valencia is the true Grail or not, its story continues to inspire wonder and devotion, a testament to the timeless power of faith and the human quest for the divine. Our journey through the mysteries of medieval cathedrals now leads us to another enigmatic relic as we explore the Shroud of Turin, a cloth that has sparked centuries of debate and fascination. Turning our attention to another relic shrouded in mystery, we arrive at the Shroud of Turin, a piece of linen that has captivated believers and skeptics alike for centuries. Housed in Turin Cathedral, this ancient cloth bears the faint image of a man, believed by many to be the imprint of Jesus Christ himself. But is this truly the burial shroud of the Son of God, or is it an elaborate medieval forgery? The answer remains as elusive as the shroud's origins. The Shroud of Turin first gained widespread attention in the 14th century when it surfaced in the possession of a French knight. However, its history before this point is cloaked in uncertainty. Some claim it was secretly passed down through generations of early Christians, while others suggest it may have been hidden during periods of persecution. The shroud's journey to Turin in the 16th century only deepened its mystique as it became a focal point of devotion and debate. What makes the Shroud of Turin so compelling is the faint, ghostly image of a man imprinted on the fabric. The figure appears to bear wounds consistent with the crucifixion, including marks on the wrists, feet, and side. For many, this is seen as undeniable proof of its authenticity, a tangible link to the Passion of Christ. Yet, the shroud's origins have been the subject of intense scrutiny, with scientists and historians working tirelessly to unravel its secrets. One of the most significant studies conducted on the shroud was radiocarbon dating in the late 20th century, which suggested the cloth originated in the medieval period around the 13th or 14th century. This finding seemed to confirm suspicions that the shroud was a cleverly crafted hoax. However, critics of the study argue that the sample used for testing may have been contaminated or taken from a repaired section of the cloth, casting doubt on the results. Further analysis has revealed intriguing details that defy easy explanation. The image on the shroud is not painted or dyed but appears to have been formed by a chemical reaction, possibly caused by a burst of energy. Some researchers have even proposed that the shroud could be the result of a miraculous event, such as the resurrection of Christ. Others, however, remain skeptical, pointing to the lack of definitive evidence and the possibility of medieval artisans using techniques now lost to history. The debate over the Shroud of Turin's authenticity continues to this day, with passionate arguments on both sides. For believers, it is a sacred relic that offers a glimpse into the divine. For skeptics, it is a fascinating artifact that raises more questions than answers. Regardless of where one stands, the shroud's enduring allure lies in its ability to spark wonder and curiosity, drawing millions of visitors to Turin Cathedral each year. As we reflect on the mysteries of the Shroud of Turin, we are reminded of the power of faith and the human desire to connect with the divine through tangible objects. Whether it is a genuine relic or an elaborate medieval creation, the shroud continues to inspire awe and debate, a testament to the enduring fascination with the unknown. Now, as we move forward, our exploration takes us to the iconic Notre-Dame de Paris, where we will uncover the secrets of its enigmatic gargoyles. Now, let us step into the shadowy world of Notre-Dame de Paris, where stone creatures perch high above the city, watching silently over the centuries. These are the gargoyles of Notre-Dame, grotesque yet mesmerizing figures that have become as iconic as the cathedral itself. But what exactly are these strange stone beings, and why were they placed on such a sacred structure? The gargoyles of Notre-Dame serve a dual purpose, blending the practical with the symbolic. At their core, they are functional elements of the cathedral's architecture, designed as waterspouts to channel rainwater away from the building's walls. This ingenious design prevents erosion and protects the delicate stonework, ensuring the cathedral's longevity. Yet their eerie, fantastical forms suggest a deeper meaning, one rooted in the medieval imagination. These grotesque figures, with their twisted faces and menacing expressions, were not merely decorative. In the medieval mind, they served as guardians, warding off evil spirits and protecting the sacred space within. Some believe they were meant to remind the faithful of the ever-present battle between good and evil, a visual representation of the spiritual struggles faced by humanity. Others suggest they were inspired by ancient pagan symbols, repurposed by the Church to convey Christian teachings. The myths surrounding the gargoyles are as varied as their forms. One popular legend claims that the gargoyles come to life at night, prowling the streets of Paris to protect the city from harm. Another tale suggests that they were carved to resemble the faces of sinners, forever frozen in stone as a warning to others. While these stories are undoubtedly fanciful, they reflect the enduring fascination with these enigmatic figures. The role of gargoyles in medieval architecture extends beyond Notre-Dame. They can be found on many Gothic cathedrals across Europe, each with its own unique designs and symbolism. However, the gargoyles of Notre-Dame stand out for their intricate craftsmanship and the sheer variety of their forms. From snarling beasts to human-animal hybrids, each figure tells a story, inviting us to ponder the minds of the artisans who created them. As we gaze up at these stone sentinels, we are reminded of the creativity and ingenuity of medieval craftsmen. The gargoyles of Notre-Dame are more than just architectural features. They are a testament to the medieval world's ability to blend art, function, and spirituality into a single, enduring masterpiece. With the mysteries of the gargoyles still lingering in our minds, we now turn our attention to another treasure of medieval architecture, the relics of Sainte-Chapelle, where sacred artifacts and stunning stained glass come together in a breathtaking display of devotion and artistry. Now, let us journey into the heart of Paris, where the radiant Sainte-Chapelle stands as a jewel of medieval architecture. This stunning chapel, with its towering stained glass windows, is not only a masterpiece of Gothic design, but also a sanctuary for some of Christianity's most revered relics. Among these treasures, the Crown of Thorns holds a place of profound significance, drawing pilgrims and historians alike into its sacred history. The relics of Sainte-Chapelle were once part of a vast collection acquired by King Louis IX of France, who was later canonized as Saint Louis. His devotion to Christianity led him to obtain these sacred artifacts, including the Crown of Thorns, believed to have been worn by Jesus during his crucifixion. The acquisition of such relics was no small feat. King Louis paid an extraordinary sum, equivalent to more than half of the kingdom's annual revenue, to secure them from the Latin Emperor of Constantinople. This act not only demonstrated his piety but also elevated France's status as a center of Christian devotion. The Crown of Thorns, in particular, carries immense spiritual weight. For centuries, it has been venerated as a tangible connection to the Passion of Christ, inspiring awe and reverence among the faithful. Yet its journey to Sainte-Chapelle is shrouded in mystery. How did such a sacred object survive centuries of turmoil, from the fall of Jerusalem to the sack of Constantinople? The answers remain elusive, adding to the relic's enigmatic allure. Sainte-Chapelle itself was built specifically to house these precious relics, and its design reflects their importance. The chapel's upper level, bathed in light from its magnificent stained glass windows, was reserved for the crown of thorns and other sacred items. These windows, depicting biblical scenes, were not merely decorative. They served as a visual narrative, guiding worshippers through the stories of salvation and reinforcing the relic's spiritual significance. The mysteries surrounding the relics extend beyond their acquisition. Questions about their authenticity have sparked debates among scholars and theologians. While some believe the crown of thorns to be genuine, others argue that it may be one of several such relics venerated across Europe. Despite these uncertainties, the relics of Sainte-Chapelle continue to inspire devotion, drawing visitors into a deeper contemplation of faith and history. As we stand in the presence of these ancient artifacts, we are reminded of the power they held in the medieval world. They were not merely objects of veneration but symbols of divine connection, bridging the earthly and the spiritual. The relics of Sainte-Chapelle invite us to explore the intersection of faith, art, and history, offering a glimpse into a world where the sacred and the mysterious were intertwined. With the echoes of Sainte-Chapelle's stained glass still lingering, we now turn our gaze to another marvel of medieval ingenuity, the astronomical clock of Strasbourg Cathedral, where time itself becomes a testament to human creativity and divine order. Now, let us step into the realm of time itself, where the celestial and the mechanical converge in one of the most extraordinary creations of the medieval world, the astronomical clock of Strasbourg Cathedral. This masterpiece, towering within the cathedral's nave, is not just a timekeeping device but a testament to the ingenuity and ambition of medieval craftsmen and scholars. The clock, first built in the 14th century and later reconstructed in the 16th, is a marvel of precision and artistry. Its intricate mechanisms track not only the hours and minutes but also the movements of the sun, moon, and planets. At its heart lies an astrolabe, a device used to map the heavens, which allows the clock to predict celestial events such as eclipses and equinoxes. This fusion of astronomy and engineering reflects the medieval fascination with understanding the cosmos, a pursuit that blended science, religion, and philosophy. One of the clock's most striking features is its animated figures, which come to life at specific times. At noon, a procession of apostles parades before a figure of Christ, while a crowing rooster and a rotating celestial globe add to the spectacle. These elements were designed not just to entertain but to remind viewers of the divine order governing the universe. The clock's creators sought to illustrate the harmony between heaven and earth, a central theme in medieval thought. The astronomical clock also serves as a window into the scientific achievements of its time. Medieval scholars, drawing on ancient Greek and Arabic texts, made significant advances in astronomy and mathematics. The clock's design reflects this knowledge, incorporating complex calculations to accurately model the movements of celestial bodies. It stands as a symbol of the era's intellectual curiosity and its desire to reconcile faith with reason. Yet the clock's enduring appeal lies not just in its technical brilliance but in its ability to inspire wonder. For centuries, it has drawn visitors from across Europe, eager to witness its intricate dance of gears and figures. Even today, it remains a source of fascination, a reminder of humanity's timeless quest to understand the mysteries of the universe. As we marvel at this medieval masterpiece, we are reminded of the profound connections between art, science, and spirituality. The astronomical clock of Strasbourg Cathedral is more than a relic of the past. It is a living testament to the creativity and vision of those who sought to capture the heavens in a machine. With the celestial rhythms of Strasbourg still echoing in our minds, we now turn to another enigmatic treasure, the tomb of the Black Prince in Canterbury Cathedral, where history and legend intertwine in a tale of chivalry and mystery. Now, as we leave the celestial wonders of Strasbourg behind, our journey takes us to the hallowed halls of Canterbury Cathedral, where history and legend converge in the enigmatic tomb of the Black Prince. Edward of Woodstock, known as the Black Prince, was one of medieval England's most celebrated figures, a warrior, a leader, and a symbol of chivalry. His final resting place, marked by a striking effigy, is not just a monument to his life but a puzzle that continues to intrigue historians and visitors alike. The Black Prince's effigy is a masterpiece of medieval craftsmanship, depicting him in full armor, his visor raised to reveal a face of calm determination. The figure is adorned with intricate details, from the chainmail to the heraldic symbols that speak of his noble lineage and military prowess. But what truly captures the imagination is the effigy's lifelike quality, as though the prince himself might rise from his slumber at any moment. This realism was intentional, designed to immortalize his legacy and remind all who gazed upon it of his deeds and virtues. Yet, the tomb is more than just a tribute to a hero. It is shrouded in mystery, particularly concerning the circumstances of his burial. The Black Prince died in 1376, but his tomb was not completed until years later. Some speculate that the delay was due to the elaborate preparations required for such a grand memorial, while others suggest it reflects the political turmoil of the time. Adding to the intrigue is the fact that his actual burial site remains uncertain. While the effigy lies in Canterbury, some believe his body may have been interred elsewhere, a theory that has fueled centuries of debate. The symbolism of the tomb is equally fascinating. The effigy's posture, with hands clasped in prayer, reflects the medieval belief in the importance of piety and the hope for eternal salvation. Surrounding the tomb are inscriptions that recount his achievements and virtues, emphasizing his role as a paragon of knighthood. Yet there is also a sense of melancholy, a reminder of the fleeting nature of glory and the inevitability of death. This duality, celebration and reflection, makes the tomb a profound statement on the human condition. Legends surrounding the Black Prince further deepen the mystery. Tales of his valor in battle, his magnanimity toward his enemies, and his untimely death have elevated him to near mythic status. Some even claim that his spirit still lingers in Canterbury Cathedral, a guardian watching over the sacred space. Whether fact or fiction, these stories add layers of meaning to his tomb, transforming it from a mere monument into a living part of history. As we stand before the Black Prince's tomb, we are reminded of the power of memory and the ways in which the past continues to shape the present. His story, etched in stone and woven into legend, invites us to reflect on the enduring allure of chivalry, the complexities of history, and the mysteries that lie just beyond our understanding. With the echoes of the Black Prince's legacy still resonating, we now turn our attention to another relic steeped in mystery, the Holy Nail of Chartres Cathedral, where faith and history intertwine in a tale of devotion and intrigue. Moving from the legendary tomb of the Black Prince, we now journey to the heart of Chartres Cathedral in Germany, where another extraordinary relic awaits, the Holy Nail. This ancient artifact, believed to be one of the nails used in the crucifixion of Jesus Christ, has captivated the faithful and the curious for centuries. Its presence in Chartres Cathedral is not just a testament to its religious significance, but also a source of enduring mystery and debate. The Holy Nail is said to have been brought to Chartres by Saint Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine the Great, during her pilgrimage to the Holy Land in the 4th century. According to tradition, Helena discovered the true cross and the nails used in the crucifixion, distributing them to various churches across Europe. Chartres, as one of the oldest cities in Germany and a center of early Christianity, became the guardian of this sacred relic. The nail is housed in a magnificent reliquary, a masterpiece of medieval goldsmithing, adorned with intricate designs and precious stones that reflect its revered status. Throughout the centuries, the Holy Nail has been the focal point of numerous rituals and ceremonies. One of the most significant is the annual Ostermarkt or Easter market, where the relic is displayed for veneration by pilgrims and worshippers. This tradition underscores the nail's role as a symbol of Christ's sacrifice and resurrection, drawing thousands of visitors who seek spiritual solace and connection to the divine. The rituals surrounding the nail are deeply rooted in medieval piety, reflecting the era's emphasis on tangible connections to the sacred. However, the authenticity of the holy nail has long been a subject of debate. Scholars and skeptics alike have questioned whether the nail truly dates back to the time of Christ, or if it is a later addition to the cathedral's collection. Some argue that the sheer number of claimed holy nails across Europe, many of which were said to have been discovered by Saint Helena, makes it unlikely that all are genuine. Others point to the lack of definitive historical records as evidence that the relic's origins remain shrouded in uncertainty. Despite these doubts, the nail continues to inspire devotion, serving as a powerful reminder of faith's ability to transcend historical scrutiny. The debates over the holy nail's authenticity only add to its mystique. For believers, its spiritual significance outweighs any questions about its origins, as it represents a tangible link to the divine. For historians, it offers a fascinating glimpse into the medieval world's reverence for relics and the lengths to which people went to connect with the sacred. Whether viewed through the lens of faith or scholarship, the Holy Nail of Chartres Cathedral remains a compelling enigma, bridging the gap between history and belief. As we contemplate the mysteries of the Holy Nail, we are reminded of the enduring power of relics to inspire awe and devotion. Its story, like so many others in medieval cathedrals, invites us to explore the intersection of faith, history, and human curiosity. And now, as we leave Chartres behind, our journey takes us to the soaring heights of Notre-Dame de Paris, where the iconic rose windows await, casting their kaleidoscope of light and color across centuries of history. Now, as we step into the luminous embrace of Notre-Dame de Paris, our attention is drawn upward to its crowning glory, the breathtaking rose windows. These masterpieces of medieval artistry are not just windows, they are portals into a world of light, color, and profound symbolism. Crafted in the 13th century, the rose windows of Notre-Dame are among the most iconic features of Gothic architecture, captivating visitors with their intricate designs and radiant beauty. The three rose windows, each positioned on the north, south, and west facades of the cathedral, serve as more than just decorative elements. They are rich with religious and symbolic meaning, designed to convey biblical stories and theological concepts to a largely illiterate medieval audience. The north rose window, for instance, is dedicated to the Virgin Mary, with its intricate tracery and stained glass depicting scenes from her life and her role in salvation history. The south window, on the other hand, focuses on Christ surrounded by apostles, saints, and angels, while the west window tells the story of the Last Judgment, a vivid reminder of the eternal consequences of human actions. The creation of these windows was a feat of both artistry and engineering. Medieval craftsmen used a technique known as griselle, which involved painting on glass with a mixture of metallic oxides to create shading and depth. The glass pieces were then assembled using lead cames, forming the intricate patterns and figures that we see today. The use of light was central to the design, as the windows were intended to flood the cathedral's interior with a divine glow, symbolizing the presence of God and the heavenly realm. This interplay of light and color was meant to inspire awe and reverence, drawing worshippers closer to the divine. Beyond their religious significance, the rose windows also served as a form of medieval storytelling. Each pane of glass, each figure, and each symbol was carefully chosen to convey a specific message or moral lesson. For example, the depiction of the Last Judgment in the west window was not just a theological statement but also a social one, reminding viewers of the importance of living a virtuous life. The windows acted as a visual Bible, teaching the faithful through images rather than words. The rose windows have endured centuries of history, surviving wars, revolutions, and even the devastating fire of 2019. Their resilience is a testament to the skill and vision of the medieval craftsmen who created them. Today, they continue to inspire wonder, drawing millions of visitors who marvel at their beauty and the stories they tell. As we stand beneath these luminous masterpieces, we are reminded of the power of art to transcend time and speak to the human spirit. The rose windows of Notre-Dame are not just relics of the past, they are living testaments to the creativity, faith, and ingenuity of the medieval world. And now, as we leave the radiant glow of Notre-Dame behind, our journey takes us deeper into the mysteries of medieval cathedrals, where the crypt of Saint-Denis awaits, holding secrets of kings and legends of the afterlife. Now, as we descend into the shadows of history, we find ourselves in the crypt of Saint-Denis, a place where the echoes of French royalty seem to linger in the air. This sacred underground chamber, located just north of Paris, is not just a burial site. It is the final resting place of kings and queens who shaped the destiny of France. For centuries, Saint-Denis served as the royal necropolis, a testament to the power and legacy of the French monarchy. The crypt's origins date back to the 7th century when Saint-Denis, the patron saint of France, was buried here. Over time, the site became a symbol of royal authority, with nearly every French monarch from the 10th to the 18th century choosing it as their burial ground. The crypt itself is a marvel of medieval engineering, with its vaulted ceilings and intricate stonework reflecting the grandeur of the kings it houses. But beyond its architectural splendor, the crypt holds secrets that have fascinated historians and visitors alike. One of the most enduring mysteries of the crypt is its construction. How did medieval builders manage to create such a vast and durable underground space without the tools and technology we have today? The precision of the stonework, the alignment of the tombs, and the sheer scale of the crypt suggest a level of skill and knowledge that continues to baffle modern experts. Some even speculate that the crypt's design holds hidden meanings, perhaps tied to ancient rituals or esoteric knowledge passed down through the ages. Adding to the crypt's mystique are the legends of royal ghosts said to haunt its halls. Stories abound of spectral figures wandering the crypt, their presence felt in the cold drafts and eerie silences that fill the space. Some claim to have seen the ghost of King Dagobert, the first monarch buried here, while others speak of the restless spirits of queens and princes who met tragic ends. Whether these tales are born of imagination or something more, they add an air of intrigue to the crypt's already rich history. The crypt of Saint-Denis is more than just a burial site, it is a window into the soul of France. It tells the story of a nation's rise and fall, of kings who wielded immense power and queens who shaped the course of history. It is a place where the past feels alive, where the whispers of those who came before us seem to echo through the stone. As we leave the crypt behind, we carry with us a deeper understanding of the mysteries that lie beneath the surface of history, but our journey is far from over. Next, we turn our attention to the Holy Lance of Vienna, a relic steeped in legend and said to hold a connection to one of the most pivotal moments in human history. Now, as we step away from the crypt of Saint-Denis and its royal mysteries, our journey takes us to Vienna, where another enigmatic relic awaits the Holy Lance. This ancient artifact, housed in the imperial treasury, is said to have played a pivotal role in one of the most significant events in human history, the crucifixion of Jesus Christ. Known also as the Spear of Destiny, the Holy Lance is believed to be the very weapon used by the Roman soldier Longinus to pierce the side of Christ during his final moments on the cross. But is this lance truly the one described in the Gospels, or is it a powerful symbol wrapped in myth and legend? Let's explore its fascinating story. The Holy Lance's journey through history is as dramatic as the tales surrounding it. According to tradition, the lance passed through the hands of emperors, kings, and conquerors, each claiming it bestowed divine favor and invincibility. Charlemagne, the great medieval emperor, is said to have carried it into battle, believing it granted him victory. Later, it became a prized possession of the Holy Roman emperors, who safeguarded it as a symbol of their divine right to rule. Over the centuries, the lance traveled across Europe, surviving wars, thefts, and political upheavals until it finally found its home in Vienna's imperial treasury. But the authenticity of the Holy Lance has long been a subject of debate. Scholars and historians have scrutinized its origins, with some suggesting it may date back to the 8th century rather than the time of Christ. The lance itself is a composite artifact, with its most famous component being a nail said to have been used in the crucifixion, embedded within the blade. This nail, along with other elements added over time, has fueled speculation about its true age and purpose. Could it be a medieval creation, crafted to inspire faith and loyalty, or does it hold a deeper, more ancient significance? Adding to the intrigue are the legends that surround the Holy Lance. Some believe it possesses supernatural powers capable of shaping the fate of nations. Adolf Hitler, for instance, was reportedly obsessed with the lance, viewing it as a key to world domination. Whether these stories are rooted in fact or fiction, they highlight the enduring allure of this relic and its ability to captivate the imagination. The Holy Lance of Vienna is more than just an artifact. It is a symbol of faith, power, and mystery. Its connection to the crucifixion of Christ, its storied past, and the ongoing debates about its authenticity make it one of the most compelling relics in history. As we move forward, we'll uncover yet another fascinating mystery: the reliquary of the three kings in Cologne Cathedral, where the remains of the Magi are said to rest. But for now, the Holy Lance reminds us that even the smallest objects can carry the weight of centuries, bridging the gap between the divine and the human. Now, as we leave behind the enigmatic Holy Lance of Vienna, our journey brings us to the heart of Cologne, where one of the most revered relics in Christendom awaits: the reliquary of the three kings. This magnificent golden shrine, housed within Cologne Cathedral, is believed to contain the remains of the three wise men, the biblical figures who followed the Star of Bethlehem to pay homage to the infant Jesus. But how did these remains, said to have traveled from the Holy Land to Europe, end up in Cologne? And what makes this reliquary such a focal point of medieval pilgrimage and devotion? Let's uncover the story. The history of the reliquary begins in the 4th century, when Saint Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine, is said to have discovered the remains of the Magi during her pilgrimage to the Holy Land. These relics were later transported to Constantinople and then to Milan, where they remained for centuries. However, in the 12th century, the Holy Roman Emperor Frederick Barbarossa seized the relics during his conquest of Milan and gifted them to the Archbishop of Cologne. This act transformed Cologne into a major pilgrimage site, drawing thousands of devout Christians eager to venerate the remains of the wise men. The reliquary itself is a masterpiece of medieval craftsmanship. Standing over 5 feet tall and adorned with intricate gold and silver work, it is encrusted with precious gems and enamel panels depicting scenes from the lives of the Magi. Created by the renowned goldsmith Nicholas of Verdun, the reliquary is not only a sacred object but also a testament to the artistic and spiritual fervor of the Middle Ages. Its design reflects the belief that the Magi represented the 3 known continents of the time: Europe, Asia, and Africa, symbolizing the universality of Christ's message. Legends surrounding the reliquary add to its mystique. Some claim that the bones of the Magi possess miraculous powers, capable of healing the sick and protecting the faithful. Others believe that the relics were instrumental in the construction of Cologne Cathedral itself, as their presence inspired the creation of one of the most ambitious Gothic structures in Europe. The cathedral, with its soaring spires and breathtaking stained glass windows, was built to house the reliquary, ensuring that the remains of the wise men would be enshrined in a setting worthy of their significance. The reliquary's role in medieval pilgrimage cannot be overstated. For centuries, it attracted pilgrims from across Europe who traveled great distances to seek blessings and absolution. The annual Feast of the Epiphany, celebrated on January 6th, became a major event in Cologne, with the reliquary displayed prominently during processions and ceremonies. Even today, the shrine continues to draw visitors, serving as a powerful reminder of the enduring connection between faith, history, and art. As we reflect on the reliquary of the Three Kings, we are reminded of the profound impact that relics had on medieval society. They were not merely objects of veneration, but also symbols of divine presence, bridging the gap between heaven and earth. Our next stop takes us to Mexico, where another miraculous relic awaits: the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe, a symbol of faith and devotion that continues to inspire millions. But for now, the Golden Shrine in Cologne stands as a testament to the enduring power of belief and the timeless allure of the unknown. Now, as we journey across the Atlantic, we arrive in Mexico, where a phenomenon of profound spiritual significance awaits: the miraculous image of Our Lady of Guadalupe. This revered icon, housed in the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe in Mexico City, is one of the most celebrated religious images in the world. Its origins are steeped in mystery and miracle, making it a cornerstone of faith for millions. The story begins in December 1531, when a humble indigenous man named Juan Diego reported an extraordinary encounter. According to tradition, the Virgin Mary appeared to him on the hill of Tepeyac, near present-day Mexico City. She instructed him to request the local bishop to build a church in her honor. To prove the authenticity of his vision, the Virgin miraculously imprinted her image on Juan Diego's cloak, or tilma, made of coarse cactus fibers. When he unfolded the tilma before the bishop, the image of the Virgin Mary was revealed in stunning detail, adorned with stars, flowers, and radiant light. This event marked the beginning of a devotion that would transform the spiritual landscape of the Americas. What makes the image so extraordinary is not just its origin, but its inexplicable preservation. The tilma, made from fragile material that typically decays within decades, has survived for nearly 500 years without fading or deteriorating. Scientists and skeptics have examined the image, yet no one has been able to fully explain how it was created or why it remains intact. The colors, which appear to float above the fabric, lack any known binding agents, and the tilma itself shows no signs of brushstrokes or human craftsmanship. These mysteries have fueled debates over the centuries, with some attributing the image to divine intervention and others seeking natural explanations. The image of Our Lady of Guadalupe holds deep cultural and spiritual significance, particularly for the people of Mexico. It is seen as a symbol of unity, blending indigenous and Christian traditions. The Virgin's appearance to an indigenous man during a time of colonial oppression resonated deeply, offering hope and a sense of divine protection. Today, the Basilica of Our Lady of Guadalupe is one of the most visited Catholic pilgrimage sites in the world, drawing millions of devotees each year. The annual feast day on December 12th is a vibrant celebration of faith, marked by processions, music, and heartfelt prayers. Beyond its religious importance, the image has also become a powerful cultural icon, inspiring art, literature, and social movements. It represents resilience, compassion, and the enduring power of belief. For many, the story of Our Lady of Guadalupe is not just a historical event, but a living testament to the miraculous and the divine. As we reflect on this phenomenon, we are reminded of the ways in which faith and mystery intertwine, creating legacies that transcend time and place. Our next stop takes us to Rome, where another sacred relic awaits: the Holy Stairs, believed to be the very steps Jesus climbed before his trial. But for now, the image of Our Lady of Guadalupe stands as a beacon of hope, a reminder of the extraordinary ways in which the divine can touch the human experience. Now, let us turn our attention to Rome, where a sacred relic steeped in history and devotion awaits: the Holy Stairs, or Scala Sancta. These 28 marble steps are believed to be the very stairs that Jesus climbed on his way to face Pontius Pilate before his crucifixion. According to tradition, the stairs were brought to Rome by Saint Helena, the mother of Emperor Constantine, in the 4th century. For centuries, pilgrims have flocked to this site, seeking to connect with a profound moment in Christian history. The holy stairs are housed in a building adjacent to the Lateran Palace, and they are encased in protective wooden coverings to preserve the marble beneath. Pilgrims ascend the stairs on their knees, a practice that symbolizes penance and reverence. Each step is a moment of reflection, as believers pause to pray and meditate on the Passion of Christ. This ritual, deeply rooted in Catholic tradition, continues to draw thousands of visitors each year, offering a tangible connection to the sacred past. What makes the Scala Sancta particularly intriguing is the mystery surrounding its preservation. Despite centuries of wear from countless pilgrims, the marble steps remain remarkably intact. Some believe this is due to divine intervention, while others point to the careful maintenance and protective measures taken over the years. Small glass-covered openings in the wooden casing reveal patches of the original marble, marked by what are said to be drops of Christ's blood. These visible traces add to the aura of sanctity that surrounds the stairs. The holy stairs also hold a unique place in the history of art and architecture. The frescoes adorning the walls of the staircase, painted in the 16th century, depict scenes from the Passion of Christ, adding a layer of visual storytelling to the spiritual experience. These artworks, combined with the physical act of ascending the stairs, create a multisensory journey that deepens the pilgrim's connection to the sacred narrative. Beyond their religious significance, the Scala Sancta serve as a testament to the enduring power of faith and tradition. They remind us of the ways in which physical spaces can become vessels for spiritual meaning, bridging the gap between the past and the present. As we leave the holy stairs behind, our journey continues to Santiago de Compostela, where the relics of St. James await, offering yet another chapter in the rich tapestry of medieval mysteries. As we journey from the sacred steps of Rome, our path now leads us to the heart of Galicia, Spain, where the Santiago de Compostela Cathedral stands as a beacon for pilgrims from around the world. At the heart of this magnificent structure lies one of the most revered relics in Christendom, the remains of St. James the Apostle. According to tradition, St. James, one of Jesus' closest disciples, traveled to the Iberian Peninsula to spread the Christian faith. After his martyrdom in Jerusalem, his body was said to have been miraculously transported by boat to the shores of Galicia, where it was buried in a secret location. The discovery of St. James' tomb is shrouded in legend. In the early 9th century, a hermit named Pelagius claimed to have seen a field illuminated by strange celestial lights. Guided by these lights, he discovered a marble sarcophagus containing the remains of the apostle. This miraculous event led to the construction of a small chapel on the site, which eventually grew into the grand cathedral we see today. The relics of St. James quickly became a focal point of devotion, drawing pilgrims from across Europe who sought spiritual renewal and forgiveness of sins. The Camino de Santiago, or the Way of St. James, emerged as one of the most significant pilgrimage routes in medieval Europe. Stretching hundreds of miles across diverse landscapes, the Camino offered pilgrims not only a physical journey but also a profound spiritual experience. Along the way, travelers encountered churches, monasteries, and hospices built to support their journey, each contributing to the rich tapestry of the pilgrimage tradition. The relics of St. James served as the ultimate destination, symbolizing the culmination of faith, endurance, and divine grace. What makes the relics of Santiago de Compostela particularly fascinating is their enduring power to inspire. Even today, thousands of pilgrims walk the Camino each year, following in the footsteps of their medieval predecessors. The cathedral itself is a marvel of Romanesque and Gothic architecture, with its soaring spires, intricate carvings, and the famous Portico of Glory, which depicts scenes from the Last Judgment. Inside, the silver reliquary containing the remains of St. James is a focal point of veneration, drawing visitors into a space of reverence and reflection. The legends surrounding the relics are as captivating as the pilgrimage itself. Some stories claim that the bones of St. James possess miraculous healing powers, while others speak of his apparitions guiding lost pilgrims to safety. These tales, passed down through generations, add layers of mystery and wonder to the already profound significance of the site. Whether viewed through the lens of faith, history, or culture, the relics of Santiago de Compostela remain a testament to the enduring allure of medieval spirituality. As we leave the hallowed halls of Santiago de Compostela, our exploration of medieval mysteries takes us to a relic that has sparked both devotion and controversy: the Holy Foreskin of Calcutta. This enigmatic artifact, once housed in a small Italian church, invites us to delve into a story that is as intriguing as it is unexpected. Now, as we step away from the spiritual grandeur of Santiago de Compostela, we find ourselves drawn into a tale that is as peculiar as it is provocative: the story of the Holy Foreskin of Calcutta. This relic, once venerated in a humble Italian church, has long been a subject of fascination, debate, and even disbelief. Its journey through history is a curious blend of devotion, skepticism, and mystery. The origins of the Holy Foreskin trace back to the early Christian tradition, which holds that the foreskin of Jesus, removed during his circumcision, was preserved as a sacred relic. Over the centuries, multiple churches across Europe claim to possess this unique artifact, each asserting its authenticity. However, it was the small village of Calcutta, nestled in the Italian countryside, that became most closely associated with the relic. According to local law, the Holy Foreskin was brought to Calcutta in the 16th century, where it was enshrined in the Church of the Most Holy Name of Jesus. Pilgrims flocked to the village, drawn by the promise of miracles and blessings attributed to the relic. Yet, the Holy Foreskin was not without its controversies. Scholars and theologians debated its authenticity, with some dismissing it as a medieval fabrication. The Catholic Church itself remained ambivalent, neither officially endorsing nor condemning the relic. This ambiguity only added to its mystique, making it a topic of both reverence and ridicule. For centuries, the relic remained a focal point of local devotion, with annual processions and celebrations held in its honor. The story takes a dramatic turn in the 20th century. In the 1980s, the Holy Foreskin mysteriously disappeared from Calcutta. To this day, no one knows exactly what happened to it. Some believe it was stolen, while others speculate that it was quietly removed by the church to avoid further controversy. Whatever the truth, the disappearance of the relic has only deepened its enigmatic legacy. Today, the Church of the Most Holy Name of Jesus stands as a quiet reminder of a relic that once captivated the faithful and the curious alike. What makes the Holy Foreskin of Calcutta so intriguing is not just its unusual nature, but the questions it raises about faith, authenticity, and the human desire to connect with the divine. Whether viewed as a genuine relic or a medieval curiosity, its story invites us to reflect on the ways in which sacred objects shape our understanding of history and spirituality. As we move forward, our exploration of medieval mysteries takes us to the cryptic inscriptions and carvings of Rosslyn Chapel, where another layer of intrigue awaits. Now, as we leave behind the enigmatic tale of the Holy Foreskin, our journey through medieval mysteries brings us to the hauntingly beautiful Rosslyn Chapel in Scotland. This chapel, often shrouded in whispers of secret societies and hidden codes, is home to some of the most perplexing carvings and inscriptions ever found in a medieval structure. From intricate patterns to cryptic symbols, the walls of Rosslyn Chapel seem to tell a story that no one has fully deciphered. The carvings at Rosslyn are unlike anything else from the medieval period. Among the most striking are the hundreds of intricate designs that cover the chapel's interior. Some depict biblical scenes, while others feature plants, animals, and geometric patterns. But it's the more unusual carvings that have sparked the most debate. For instance, there are depictions of maize, a plant native to the Americas, long before Columbus's voyage. How did medieval craftsmen know about maize? Some suggest it's evidence of pre-Columbian transatlantic contact, while others argue it's simply a misinterpretation of the carvings. The truth remains elusive. Adding to the mystery are the countless symbols and inscriptions scattered throughout the chapel. Some resemble ancient runes, while others appear to be a form of coded language. Over the years, researchers have tried to decode these inscriptions, but no definitive explanation has emerged. One theory links the carvings to the Knights Templar, suggesting that Rosslyn Chapel was a repository of Templar knowledge or even a hiding place for sacred relics. Another theory connects the symbols to Freemasonry, pointing to similarities between the carvings and Masonic imagery. While these connections are intriguing, they remain speculative, leaving the true meaning of the inscriptions unresolved. What makes Rosslyn Chapel's carvings so fascinating is not just their complexity, but the questions they raise about the intentions of the chapel's builders. Were these carvings meant to convey hidden knowledge, or were they simply artistic expressions of the time? The lack of written records from the chapel's construction only deepens the mystery. As we continue to explore the chapel's secrets, we'll delve deeper into its connection to the Knights Templar and the tantalizing theory that its walls may hold a musical code waiting to be unlocked. Now, as we turn our attention to the enduring mystery of Rosslyn Chapel, one of the most captivating theories ties this enigmatic structure to the legendary Knights Templar. This connection has fueled centuries of speculation, blending history, legend, and a touch of intrigue. The Knights Templar, a medieval order of warrior monks, were known for their wealth, power, and ultimately their dramatic downfall. But could Rosslyn Chapel hold clues to their hidden legacy? The evidence linking Rosslyn Chapel to the Templars is both compelling and circumstantial. One of the most striking connections lies in the chapel's architecture. The intricate carvings and symbols found throughout the chapel bear a striking resemblance to those associated with the Templars. For instance, the famous apprentice pillar with its spiraling design has been compared to the Pillar of Wisdom, a symbol often linked to Templar lore. Additionally, the chapel's layout and orientation have been interpreted as aligning with Templar architectural principles, suggesting a deeper connection. Legends surrounding the Templars also play a significant role in this theory. After the order was disbanded in the early 14th century, many of its members fled to Scotland, where they found refuge under the protection of noble families, including the St. Clares who built Rosslyn Chapel. Some believe that the Templars brought with them sacred relics, hidden knowledge, or even the Holy Grail, and that Rosslyn Chapel was designed to safeguard these treasures. The chapel's crypt, with its secretive and inaccessible design, has only added to these speculations. The enduring fascination with the Templar connection is further fueled by the chapel's mysterious carvings. Among the most debated are the depictions of knights on horseback, which some interpret as Templar figures. Others point to the Green Man carvings, which, while often associated with pagan symbolism, have also been linked to Templar iconography. These interpretations, while not definitive, keep the theory alive and continue to draw researchers and enthusiasts to Rosslyn Chapel. What makes this connection so compelling is the blend of historical fact and tantalizing legend. While there is no concrete proof that Rosslyn Chapel was a Templar stronghold, the circumstantial evidence and the stories surrounding it are enough to keep the mystery alive. Whether the chapel was a repository of Templar secrets or simply a reflection of the era's artistic and spiritual influences, its ties to the Knights Templar remain one of its most enduring enigmas. And as we move forward, we'll explore another fascinating theory, that the carvings in Rosslyn Chapel might hold a hidden musical code waiting to be deciphered. Now, let's shift our focus to one of the most intriguing theories surrounding Rosslyn Chapel, the idea that its intricate carvings might conceal a hidden musical score. This theory has captivated musicians, historians, and codebreakers alike, offering a tantalizing possibility that the chapel's walls could hold a melody frozen in stone. The carvings, often dismissed as mere decorative flourishes, have been reinterpreted as a complex arrangement of musical notes waiting to be unlocked. The theory gained traction when researchers noticed that certain patterns in the carvings resembled musical notation. Specifically, the geometric shapes and repeating motifs on the chapel's arches and pillars were thought to correspond to medieval musical symbols. Some even suggested that these carvings could represent a form of early polyphonic music, a style that emerged in the Middle Ages and involved multiple independent melodies played simultaneously. If true, this would make Rosslyn Chapel not just a place of worship, but also a repository of ancient musical knowledge. Efforts to decode this potential musical score have been ongoing for decades. One of the most notable attempts was led by a composer and musicologist who meticulously mapped the carvings to musical notes. Using a combination of historical research and modern technology, they translated the patterns into a sequence of tones, creating a hauntingly beautiful piece of music. While the interpretation remains speculative, the resulting composition has been performed in the chapel itself, adding an ethereal layer to its already mysterious atmosphere. The implications of this discovery are profound. If the carvings do indeed encode a musical score, it would suggest that the builders of Rosslyn Chapel possessed a deep understanding of both architecture and music, blending the two disciplines in a way that was centuries ahead of its time. It also raises questions about the purpose of such a hidden message. Was it meant to preserve a sacred hymn, or could it have been a form of artistic expression, intended to elevate the spiritual experience of those who entered the chapel? Skeptics, however, argue that the theory may be a case of seeing patterns where none exist. They point out that medieval carvings often served symbolic or decorative purposes, and interpreting them as musical notes might be anachronistic. Yet, even if the theory remains unproven, it has undeniably added another layer of intrigue to Rosslyn Chapel's already rich tapestry of mysteries. As we consider the possibility of a hidden musical score within Rosslyn Chapel, we're reminded of the enduring power of art and architecture to inspire wonder and curiosity. Whether the carvings are a deliberate musical code or simply a testament to the creativity of their creators, they continue to spark the imagination of all who encounter them. And with that, we conclude our exploration of Rosslyn Chapel, but the mysteries of medieval cathedrals are far from over. Stay tuned as we delve into the final phenomenon on our list, where history and legend intertwine once more. As we reach the end of our journey through the enigmatic world of medieval cathedrals, it's impossible not to be struck by the sheer depth of mystery these ancient structures hold. From the whispering galleries that defy acoustics to the cryptic carvings that may hide musical secrets, each phenomenon we've explored offers a glimpse into a world where art, science, and spirituality intertwine in ways that continue to baffle and inspire. These cathedrals are more than just architectural marvels. They are time capsules preserving stories and secrets that challenge our understanding of history and human ingenuity. The enduring allure of these unexplained phenomena lies not just in their mystery but in the questions they raise. Why were these features created? What messages were their builders trying to convey? And how did they achieve such astonishing feats of craftsmanship and engineering without the tools and knowledge we have today? These questions remind us that the past is not a static record but a living, breathing puzzle, inviting us to explore, question, and imagine. For historians and archaeologists, these mysteries are a call to dig deeper, to uncover the truths hidden beneath layers of stone and legend. For visitors, they are an invitation to step into a world of wonder where every corner holds the potential for discovery. And for all of us, they are a testament to the boundless creativity and curiosity of the human spirit. As we close this chapter, we invite you to share your thoughts on these mysteries. Which phenomenon captivated you the most? Do you have your own theories about the secrets of these cathedrals? Let us know in the comments below. We'd love to hear your perspectives. And if you're ever near one of these incredible structures, take the time to visit. Walk their halls, marvel at their artistry, and let yourself be transported to a time when the line between the earthly and the divine was as thin as a whisper. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the unexplained. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss a journey into the mysteries of history. Until next time, keep wondering, keep exploring, and keep uncovering the stories that shape our world.